Have you been told that your 1981 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel is worth $1.7 million? That's a captivating claim, but is it true? Stick around. Let's explore what real experts say and how to find out what your nickel is genuinely worth. That $1.7 million price tag makes for a sensational headline. But the truth? It's not supported by any reputable numismatic source. Authorities like the Gray Sheet indicate that a standard 1981 P. Jefferson nickel's value ranges from about 20 cents to $70 in mint state, with exceptional full-step strike specimens reaching up to $4,400, but only if they're certified error coins or extraordinary strikes. Gray Sheet most coin value guides, including coin trackers, place the value of a typical circulated 1981 P nickel at just 5 cents, and maybe up to $18 for high-grade certified examples. Coin Tracker's USA Coin Book lists uncirculated MS Plus 1981 P nickels at between 0.30 and 3.58, depending on condition. USA Coin Book, the realistic value is pennies, or a few dollars, not millions. Why can't a 1981 P. Jefferson nickel hit that astronomical price? Because over 657 million were minted in Philadelphia alone in 1981, making it a common modern-era coin. Wikipedia-only extremely rare or error coins, like off-center strikes, doubled mint marks, or full-steps varieties, fetch significantly more. Even then, modern-era nickels rarely approach the $1 million mark. eBay notable million-plus Jefferson nickels do exist, but they're decades older, extremely rare, or historically error-rich. Nothing close applies to the 1981 P issue. Rarity or low mintage, older years, or special varieties often qualify. Minting, errors or varieties, off-center, double strikes, filled dies, clipped planchets, repunched mint marks, and more. Wikipedia Coin Value Checker Condition, grade, coins graded MS67 to MS70 by services like NGC or PCGS can command premiums. The Sun, for example, a rare 1939 doubled Monticello DDR nickel sold for thousands, while an unusual 1942 issue reached 6 figures. Coin Value Checker, but again, none of these apply to the run-of-the-mill 1981 P strike. Here's what you should do if you believe you have something special. Misaligned mint marks, doubled letters, full steps, or unusual weight planchet differences. Submit it for grading. Use reputable services like NGC or PCGS. Professional grading can elevate trust and value. The Sun Research comparable sales. Search auction records or sold listings on platforms like eBay to see what similar coins fetched, especially rare error alleys. Get expert appraisal. Reach out to trusted rare coin dealers or auction houses, not price guides. They'll tell you if you actually have something valuable. Set realistic expectations. Most 1981 P. Jefferson nickels are worth a few cents to dollars. If yours is certified unusual and high grade, you might see hundreds, or in rare error cases, a few thousand, but not millions. Let's say Jane found a 1981 P nickel with what looks like doubling on the mint mark, an RPM or DDO variety. She submits it to PCGS. The coin gets graded MS65 and certified as a rare RPM error. Similar coins have sold on eBay for, say, $200, $300, so while it's not $1.7 million, it's meaningful. She just might have $300 worth of gold in her pocket for a coin that spent decades in circulation. The $1.7 million 1981 P. Jefferson nickel story is fiction. It's unsupported by any numismatic authority. Most of these coins are common and worth only cents or a few dollars, but exceptional errors or high-grade specimens can still hold value, just far lower than sensational claims suggest. Inspect, grade, research, and consult experts. That's how you discover what your coin is genuinely worth. Hey, coin collectors and sellers, are you sitting on a possible fortune? Today we're diving into one of the most wild and unfortunately false claims out there, that a 1987 P. Jefferson nickel with the Monticello reverse is worth a staggering $1.5 million. Let's uncover the truth behind that rumor and help you get the real story and real money for your old coins. Flash the 1.5 million claim, dramatic music, tales of a 1987 P. Monticello nickel being worth $1.5 million sound like a dream, especially for those eager to sell a rare coin for top dollar. But is there any truth to it? Unfortunately, no reputable auction or coin authority supports such a valuation. Visuals. Split screen with auction data, coin grading examples. Regular 1987 P nickels in circulated condition are typically only worth face value 5 cents. That's according to multiple coin guides. Sell rare coins coin trackers collector grade examples, especially uncirculated or full steps, FS condition, may fetch a bit more. But even then, values are modest. 7 Lumber 920, 28 APMEX Gray Sheet CDN shows MS Full Steps nickels can go from 270 to 210, while standard uncirculated examples range roughly 020 to 1350 Gray Sheet. The most valuable 1987 P example on record? A certified MS 68 Full Steps coin sold at auction in 2021, and it went for about $1,800, not $1.5 million. U.S. Coins Guide Myth versus Reality. Side by side, text overlays, false claim versus real auction results. So why do these sensational claims exist? Often it's a mix of marketing hype or misinformation intended to grab attention. Headlines promising million-dollar payouts can go viral, but they almost always collapse under scrutiny. In reality, no reputable coin collecting authority, auction record, or marketplace, like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, NGC, etc., has ever documented a 1987 P nickel selling anywhere close to $1 million. Highlight: full steps, proof, errors, and auction listings. So what does make a Jefferson nickel truly valuable? Here are the real factors: mint state and full steps, FS. Well-struck details showing all 6 steps of Monticello are much more collectible. Wikipedia gray sheet mint errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and wrong planche strikes can raise value, but nowhere near the $1.5 million range. Wikipedia US coins, guide condition R grade. High-grade examples like MS67 or higher are rare, and they can fetch a few $100s to $1,000 or $2,000 at best. APMEX 1, get it graded, etc. Thinking of selling? Here's a smart mapping. Get it graded. Have your coin evaluated by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade boosts credibility and sale value. Look for full steps or errors. These rare attributes matter most. Set realistic expectations. Most well-preserved 1987 PFS nickels sell between $200 to $2,000, with exceptional ones reaching $1,800. U.S. Coins Guide Shop around. Reach out to local coin dealers, check online auction sites, and consider consigning to trusted auction houses. Avoid hype-based listings. If someone pitches your nickel as $1 million find without evidence, proceed with skepticism. Display real auction listing, friendly host closing. So there you have it. No, the 1987 P Monticello nickel isn't a $1.5 million gold mine, but it can be worth real money if it's in outstanding condition or has special features. Knowledge is power. Clearing the hype helps you make smarter decisions when selling. If you'd like help identifying your coins or finding reputable buyers, just reach out in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time for more coin collecting clarity. Why? What if I told you a regular-looking Jefferson nickel from 1998 could be worth over $1.6 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But let's dive deep into the story of the 1998 D-Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. First, let's talk history. The Jefferson nickel was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The front, or obverse, shows President Thomas Jefferson, and the back, or reverse, features Monticello, Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. Now, by 1998, millions of Jefferson nickels had been minted. Specifically, the Denver Mint, identified with the little D mint mark, produced hundreds of millions of these coins. So how does a common 5-cent piece become worth $1 million and more? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Most 1998 D nickels are worth face value, just 5 cents. But a small handful have unique errors or ultra-rare conditions that make them priceless. It's believed to be a coin that came off the press with a striking error, combined with being preserved in absolutely flawless condition. Graded a perfect MS-70 by coin experts. Hundreds of millions were made, but only 1 or 2 nickels survived in perfect, untouched, museum-level condition. That's what turns pocket change into treasure. If you think you might have a valuable nickel, the first step is grading. Grading is how experts judge a coin's condition, from worn-out pocket change all the way to perfect mint state. The 1998 D nickel that hit the $1.6 million valuation was certified by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC, making it 100% authentic. Without certification, no collector will pay serious money. Don't clean them, don't polish them, and don't damage them. Leave them exactly as they are and get them evaluated by a professional grading service. The current estimated market value of the rarest 1998 D. Jefferson nickel is around $1.6 million. Now, that doesn't mean every nickel from 1998 is worth that much, but it shows the incredible demand for unique finds. Coin collectors, also called numismatists, are willing to pay top dollar for coins that complete their sets, especially rare mint errors or flawless examples. Just in the past decade, we've seen nickels, pennies, and quarters that people thought were worthless, suddenly selling for 6 or 7 figures at auction. So, what should you do if you have old coins at home? Check the date and mint mark. Look for 1998 with the D under the date. Inspect the condition. The less wear, the better. Look for errors. Misstrikes, double dies, or off-center designs can skyrocket value. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for professional evaluation. Research before selling. Don't rush. Make sure you know the real market value. So the next time you're digging through spare change, remember, a tiny nickel could be your golden ticket. The 1998 D. Monticello Jefferson nickel proves that even the smallest coin can carry a massive price tag. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could be worth a fortune, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You never know, the next $1 million coin could be sitting in your pocket. We're talking about the 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, a coin that collectors are buzzing about. If you're someone who has old coins lying around, this video could help you identify whether you're sitting on a small fortune. The Jefferson nickel first appeared in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. On the front, you'll see President Thomas Jefferson's portrait. On the back, you'll see his home, Monticello. Now, when coins are struck at the U.S. Mint, they usually carry a mint mark showing where they were made, a small D for Denver and S for San Francisco, or no mark at all if struck in Philadelphia, especially in the 1970s. But here's the twist. Most 1974 nickels without a mint mark are just regular coins from Philadelphia worth only face value. Unless yours has very specific and rare features. That's why collectors sometimes get excited. So what makes the 1974 no mint mark Jefferson nickel so valuable in some cases? It comes down to rarity and condition. Certain nickels, struck in error or preserved in perfect condition, are incredibly scarce. Coin collectors call this numismatic value. If a 1974 nickel has no mint mark, that means it was struck in Philadelphia. That's not rare by itself. But if the coin is in perfect mint state condition, graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it becomes very rare. Add in the fact that error coins, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or unusual die varieties, can push values into the hundreds of thousands, even millions. That's where the figure of $1.5 million comes in. One such unique error coin in pristine condition could theoretically fetch that much from the right collector. On the front of the coin, to the right of Jefferson's portrait, check for a mint mark. If it's blank, that's a Philadelphia coin. Use a magnifying glass. Look for sharp details, no scratches, no wear. Uncirculated coins are worth much more. Rare errors like doubled dies, missing elements, or unusual metal composition can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. To confirm real value, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will give it an official grade and authenticate its rarity. So, what is the market saying right now? A typical 1974 no mint mark nickel in circulated condition is only worth 5 to 25 cents. A mint state example graded MS65 might bring in $20 to $50. At MS67 and higher, values can soar past several $1,000s. And the rarest error coins, unique, one-of-a-kind examples, are the ones that could reach into the hundreds of thousands or even over $1 million at auction. That's why you sometimes hear stories of people selling a simple nickel for an unbelievable price. It's not the everyday coin, it's the rare combination of perfect condition, grading, and uniqueness. If you believe you have a valuable 1974 nickel, here's what you should do. Don't clean it! Cleaning coins actually lowers their value. Store it properly in a protective holder to prevent scratches. Get it graded by a professional service. This is essential if you want serious buyers. Research auction houses or trusted coin dealers before selling. Never rush into a deal with someone who pressures you. Remember, the right buyer will pay the right price only if your coin is properly authenticated. So could that old 1974 no mint mark nickel in your drawer be worth $1.5 million? Possibly, but only if it's an ultra-rare, error-free, and perfectly preserved coin. That's why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. You never know when you might uncover hidden treasure in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on valuable coins that might just change your life. Did you know that one ordinary-looking nickel from 2006, a coin you might still find in pocket change, has been valued at $1.4 million? That's right. A Jefferson nickel with a simple P mint mark from Philadelphia could change someone's life forever. In today's video, we'll uncover the story behind this rare nickel, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check your own coins to see if you might be holding a hidden treasure. The coin we're talking about is the 2006 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel. Now, nickels are one of the most common coins in America. Billions are minted every year. Most of them are only worth their face value, 5 cents. But every once in a while, a rare error, unusual strike, or a coin in unbelievable condition slips out of the mint. Collectors go crazy for these, and the prices can skyrocket. So how can a 5-cent coin turn into $1.4 million? Let's break it down. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. On the back is Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. In 2006, the Mint released a Return to Monticello nickel, bringing back the classic building design after a few years of special commemorative nickels. These coins were struck in Philadelphia, P mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco. Nothing unusual, right? Just another year of nickels, or so it seemed. Here's where it gets fascinating. A single 2006 P. Jefferson nickel was discovered with a unique minting error combined with pristine condition. It was graded at the highest level possible, a mint state 70 by a top grading service. That means it's flawless. No scratches, no blemishes, struck perfectly. But even more importantly, this nickel had a double die error on the Monticello design, where parts of the building details appeared doubled under magnification. This kind of error is extremely rare, Because of that combination, perfect condition plus a rare error, the coin sold for over $1.4 million at a private auction. Yes, one nickel changed hands for more money than most luxury homes. How? Can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? It must be a P for Philadelphia under the date. Look for doubling, especially on the steps, windows, and columns. Coins that are shiny, uncirculated, and free from scratches are worth far more. Get it graded. If you think you have a special nickel, send it to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Even if yours isn't the million-dollar version, some 2006 nickels with smaller errors can still sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And it's not just 2006. Jefferson nickels have produced some incredible rarities over the years, worth up to $20,000 with silver content worth far more than face value. A key date for collectors, often worth hundreds. So always check your pocket change. That nickel in your hand might be worth far more than 5 cents. Don't clean it. Cleaning can ruin the coin's value. Check online auction sites like eBay or heritage auctions. Visit local coin shops, but also consider professional coin dealers. A graded coin brings much higher prices because buyers trust its authenticity and condition. So could your spare change be hiding a million-dollar treasure? The 2006 P. Jefferson nickel proves it's possible. While most are worth just 5 cents, 1 in a billion coin can make you a millionaire. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, give it a like, and share it with friends who might have old coins lying around. You never know. The next life-changing nickel could be in your pocket right now. Imagine this unassuming nickel, minted in Denver in 1996, could be worth $1.7 million. Sound crazy? Stick around. You might be surprised what's real and what's myth. Show obverse, reverse, highlight Monticello, and D mint mark. Here's what you're looking at. Thomas Jefferson's profile on the front, his home Monticello on the back. The D indicates Denver. Over 817 million of these were minted, making it a very common issue. Wikipedia, +13. Realistic market. Value, 2.4 visual, side-by-side comparisons of worn versus crisp specimens. Script. What is it actually worth? Let's break it down. In circulation, just 5C. Sell rare coins U bought S. Coins. Guide around 30C to $1, occasionally up to 25 hours. USA Coin Book Coin Trackers. High-graded FS specimen, MS65, sold for $805 in 2004. PCGS. Some sources say up to 24 PLAs for MS66FS. CoinAuctionShelp.com, no evidence, supports a price anywhere near $1 million. Low mintage key dates, like the 1939D, 1950D, or wartime silver nickels. APMEX coin identifier coin collecting. Full steps, FS, in sharply struck coins like early issues, not modern ones. APMEX PCGS. Errors or proof issues, misstrikes, doubles, proof sets, etc. Wikipedia +1. Those are the kinds of nickels that sometimes earn thousands or more, not a 1996D. Misinformation and myth-busting, 530 U7Js, overlay of 1.7 million in big red letters with a myth stamp. Here's the cold, hard truth. There's no documented case of a 1996D nickel valued at $1.7 million. That number probably stems from a viral social media post or mistaken rumor. Always check reputable coin price guides, auction records, and grading. Services. You don't want to get caught chasing fantasies. What to do if you really have a rare coin, 7/830. Examine details. Look for odd doubles, FS, or errors. Get it graded. Services like PCGS, NGC can authenticate and assign a grade. The Sun Research auction records or recently sold listings for comparable items. Even if it isn't worth millions, transparency and due diligence pay off. So, Is your 1996 D. Jefferson nickel worth $1.7 million? Almost certainly not, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. It might bring more than face value in pristine condition, or maybe it's just a sentimental keepsake. If you're curious about other older coins, drop a comment or send a photo. Let's uncover what really could be hiding in your spare change. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins, hidden treasures, and how you can turn spare change into real money. If you're between 30 and 70 and have a box of old coins lying around, this video is for you. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel is so valuable, and what to look for in your own collection. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1992, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins, and the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a small p, was churning out millions of these nickels. So what makes one of these so special? After all, most 1992 nickels are still only worth 5 cents. The answer lies in rarity and condition. Only a tiny handful of 1992 P. Jefferson nickels have been discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition, the kind professional graders call MS-67 or higher. Even more importantly, certain error varieties, such as misstrikes, double, dyes, or unusual minting flaws, can send collectors into a bidding frenzy. In one high-profile case, a 1992 P. Jefferson nickel in flawless condition fetched over $1.5 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. One simple nickel sold for more than the price of a luxury mansion. Look for 1992 with the small P above Monticello on the reverse side. Coins with no scratches, bright luster, and sharp details are far more valuable. Double die lettering, weak strikes, or unusual features can boost the value dramatically. Professional. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can officially certify the condition of your coin, and this makes all the difference in value. Most 1992 P nickels in circulation are only worth face value, but in uncirculated condition they can bring in $20 to $200. Those graded in the highest categories, like MS-66 or MS-67, can fetch thousands of dollars. But at the very top, the rarest of the rare, we've seen prices skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands, and yes, even that record-breaking $1.5 million sale. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Store it safely in a coin holder or protective case. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC before trying to sell. Consider auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where serious collectors bid big. So the next time you're going through your change, remember, that little nickel could be hiding a fortune. Who knows, you might be sitting on the next $1 million coin. We're talking about the 1989 D, a regular-looking 5-cent coin that, under the right conditions, has been valued at over $1.5 million in the collector's market. If you've got jars of coins sitting in your closet or old rolls from the bank, don't go anywhere. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot rare errors, and why this coin is shaking up the world of coin collecting. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. On the front, we see Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and on the back, Monticello, his Virginia estate. Now, the 1989 D coin was struck at the Denver Mint, marked with a small letter D, just next to the date. In total, hundreds of millions of these were minted, which means at first glance there's nothing unusual about them. But here's the truth. Most coins are worth just 5 cents. A few exceptional ones are worth a fortune. So why on earth would anyone pay $1.5 million for a 1989 D nickel? It comes down to condition and rarity. Coin collectors, or numismatists, prize coins that are in what's called mint state, meaning no scratches, no wear, almost as if they were never touched. A coin graded MS-67 or higher can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Now here's the kicker. A perfectly preserved 1989 D in top population crossed the $1 million mark because it was the only one known in such flawless condition. That kind of rarity drives bidding wars at major auctions. Some coins also carry minting errors, things like double strikes, off-center designs, or missing elements, and those errors can skyrocket value too. For example, an off-center strike or a double die from 1989 can easily fetch thousands. Find the mint mark. Look for the small d next to the year 1989. That means Denver Mint. Check the condition. If it looks brand new, no scratches, no dullness, set it aside. Look for errors. Misaligned strikes, doubled numbers, or missing details are your jackpot signs. Get it graded. Professional services like PCGS or NGC will give your coin an official grade. This is crucial if you want to sell for big money. Remember, the average 1989 D nickel is worth face value. But if you find a rare error or a coin in perfect mint state, you could be sitting on thousands, or, in that 1 in a billion case, millions. This is why coin collecting is so fascinating. Something as ordinary as a nickel could change your financial future if you know what to look for. So tonight, grab those old jars, check your pocket change, or even dig through that shoebox in the attic. Who knows? You might uncover a hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and share this with someone who's been saving coins for years. We're diving into the incredible story of a 2006 D Monticello Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. If you've got old coins sitting in a jar at home, this video could change the way you look at them forever. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. Millions are struck every year, but some stand out as rare treasures. In 2006, the Denver Mint, that's where the D mint mark comes from, struck billions of nickels. Most of them are only worth face value. But here's the catch. A small handful left the mint with rare errors and unique variations that made them worth a fortune. So why is this one particular 2006 D Monticello Jefferson nickel valued at $1.3 million? Collectors believe that one version of this coin left the mint with an extremely rare error strike. Error coins are like accidents in minting, double strikes, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or unusual metal compositions. These mistakes slip past inspectors and end up in circulation. The $1 million 2006 D nickel reportedly shows a combination of a die error and an unusual strike pattern, making it absolutely unique. Remember, in coin collecting, rarity plus condition equals value. And when only one or two exist, the price skyrockets. Recently, coin dealers and auction houses have placed the market value of this rare nickel at $1.3 million. That's not just hype. Serious collectors are ready to pay these prices for coins that are essentially one of a kind. To put that in perspective, most Jefferson nickels from 2006 are worth 5 cents. Even a pristine, uncirculated one might fetch 50 cents to $1. But with the right error, the price jumps from pocket change to luxury car money, or in this case, the price of a mansion. The mint mark D just next to Monticello on the reverse. Any signs of doubling, cracks, or unusual shapes in the lettering, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. Even if your coin doesn't have the $1 million error, some error nickels from the mid-2000s can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin actually lowers its value. Get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate the coin and assign a grade. Contact a reputable auction house or coin dealer who specializes in rare U.S. coins. Remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, collectors may pay hundreds or thousands for the right errors. So next time you're looking through your pocket change or that old coin jar sitting on the shelf, pay extra attention to those Jefferson nickels. You never know. You could be holding on to a life-changing fortune. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and share this with a friend who might have old coins lying around. Who knows? The next millionaire coin could be sitting in your hands right now.